Hey guys, Gary Grate here, Charles Gracie Academy, Reno. I got Josh Turner, brand spanking new black belt with us this week. I'm going to go over a couple front head and arm gi chokes, and then a couple from guard too that kind of play with it in the same spot. So basically, he's down on all fours, and you have this front head and arm here. Okay, so front head and arm. These first two basic ones, really easy. I'm here. This hand, the one that's on his neck, is going to do the choking. So what I'm doing, sit him up so you can see I'm opening this lapel here, reaching as deep as I can, hitchhike that thumb up there as far as you can, get it up close, straighten that wrist, boom. Then this hand that's underneath here is going to go under his arm and over his head, so you should be able to see it right here. And I'm just slapping the back of my hand over the top of his head. And what I'll usually do, depending on this guy's base, is open him up a little. I'm dropping my head in the hole over here, and what I want to do is I want to roll over my head, not on my head, which means my head's not bouncing off the ground and under his hip bone. Here, coming over, and as I come up, I want to get to my side. This arm is going to continue to fulcrum here and chicken wing his head. So his arm, right like that. At the same time, I'm walking around in the corner like this when I get the submission. Again, a little more. So I'm here, boom. Fish this hand in really deep, straighten that wrist out. This hand goes to the top of the head. I open, drop, here, roll, come to my side, and as I walk, I'm chicken winging this, and my hips are running his head up into this choke. The second one, same scenario. I'm just going to switch to choking here. So instead of this hand choking, this hand's choking. So I'm here. So this hand's going to reach across into this lapel here. Again, same thing. Open it, feed the gi, get that thumb nice and tight. And this hand, sometimes you can slip it right in here. There's a little hole. Right now there's not, so I'm just going to grab this tough material right here. And what I'm doing, I need to get this elbow inside of his arm, in here, on his neck. So this forearm, I need to get it in here. So I'm here, open this lapel, get that choke in, grab this. If there's a hole right here, you can slip it and do it. Dive that elbow in there, and then what I usually do is I usually post on that elbow, and this hip, I slap right up here. My shin goes across his waist, my foot hooks on his hip so he can't jump over me. I don't want him to get over the other side. As soon as this slaps in here, this foot is also coming over, and I'm hooking on this other hip. So my feet are squeezing together, my knees are squeezing together, and then both knees and both feet, I'm driving them in to me for my choke. So you can slap it right in there. So from the other side, we're here. Boom. So this hand goes in deep. It's really deep as far as I can. This hand slips up here. There's a hole there now, so I'm going to use it. Drop that elbow underneath his neck, right here. And then again, squeezing here, pulling him in, pulling the gi, and driving that across the neck. So that's the first two we're kind of doing from there. The other couple are from guard. A lot of people have seen these. We do these quite a bit. Just covered them this week. So I want to do this loop choke. And what I'm looking for on this is this hand. The rule of thumb I usually use is right here. Slide it up his gi till your hand hits his neck, or straight across, your fingers underneath his neck. I don't want to get this hand too deep. Most chokes is like deep, 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 deep. This one I want it shallow. What I'm doing here is kind of a couple things. You can do this from open guard, half guard, full guard. I just have to control his lower body somehow when I get the choke. So this hand right here, I'm doing a couple things at the same time. This forearm is going to his chest. This blade is sliding up underneath his neck. So elbow to his chest, up underneath his neck. At the same time, I'm pulling his head down. You got to be careful not to pull it down too soon to chin your chest. And then I can't get under his neck. So when you get this choke in here, what works really good about this is you can be setting this thing up and the guy's posture drops. He's down. It just doesn't feel like a whole lot of a threat because I'm not digging deep. He doesn't think this, he just thinks I'm hanging onto his knee a lot of times. So I'm trying to get up here loose so you guys can see. Right here, catch the head, forearm to his chest, elbow to the sky, pull his head down, and then this hand swims underneath here. I want to try to lock this hand right here. Big thing, don't fall back. All Josh has to do right now is push up on my elbow and swing, go back, go back. Push up on my elbow and pull his head that way and he comes right out. What I want to do is fall to a hip into guard and then just finish my choke right here. Just turn the corner. So all I'm doing here, pulling his head down, slapping that up. This hand goes over the head here. Don't fall back here because he's got all that time to get his head out. As soon as you do it, bring that elbow here, close that door. Then you can fall back or fall to your side. I like to get the elbow down and then fall back so he doesn't roll. So again, I'm here. Slap, bring that up, boom, right here. Elbow to my hip immediately. So now when he tries to push my elbow up, pull his head out, he can't. Then I'll slide into guard and then big ship steering wheel. Just turn both elbows up and down. What happens a lot is this guy will go here to relieve this pressure. He'll roll. I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna follow him right over. I have to stay in this armpit with this knee. You've got to keep that thing blocked. Okay. So we ended up same exact thing we just had, but I roll over just to my shoulder. This knee's up here tight. If I'm not in that armpit and his arm can come out, he's gonna turn and roll right out of the choke. Okay. So stay in that armpit. So I just swept, he just rolled to try to leave pressure right here. The hand that's on the back of the head just stays there. I just push it straight up, right over his head. And then I just to choke him. So it'll look something like this when it happens. You're rolling, doing your thing, you get here, boom, you fall, and he rolls, just come over, and then right here I just shove that head up, step, and then being nice right now, crank, straighten, kick, that's your choke. The other one I do from here a lot is that canto. There's different ways that I've seen and learned to do it. What I'm doing on this one is this thumb goes in. Okay? I need to get fist just up past so that this blade is right there on his neck. A couple different ways to do this. Some guys like to do it from combat base. Some guys like to reach under the legs, etc., etc. I like to just underhook an arm pit right here. And what I'll do is I'll usually push this away so that my arm gets straight. A lot of guys pull down too soon, and then when they pivot over here, they're on his face. I'll push away, and then I swing out right here. So when I pushed away, his head's up, and I'm pulling his shoulder this way. So now when he tries to pull his head out, he can't posture his up to get underneath here. And then this leg right here. If you miss it, you have an arm lock here, you got a Kimura here, triangles there. But some guys like to sweep out, kick the leg out so they drop your head. It's really simple if you just, you're here in guard, just put this in here. It's not a big threat. I'll come right here and I'll just use this to push me away and him away. Underhook this arm, and his head's right there. And then again, you have this, Kimuras, triangles, all that whole thing, but usually that choke works pretty well. That's pretty much it this week. Thank you, Josh. BJJReno.com. Thank you guys for watching.